Hey guys, it's Trish from Trish's Card Club, live from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Happy Monday night, everybody. For those that you've made it, that means you have power, and that's a good thing. We have power. We didn't lose our power. I'll give our um, storm testimony. Before I do that, I want to welcome everyone that's already joined. So Miss Peg and Mary and Teresa and Shannon, thanks for already coming on. If you're watching the replay, thank you so much. Just a little introduction about myself. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I have a YouTube and a Facebook channel called Trish's Card Club. They just really mirror each other. I do my videos live on YouTube, and then I load them up to Facebook. You can shop with me online 24/7 at trishan.stampinup.net. That's a webpage that Stampin' Up! Curates, so you can go there anytime and see what cool ideas Stampin' Up! Has come up with, and then you can go shopping if you need to. Let's see who. Oh, Judy just joined. Thanks, Judy. And Anne Marie made a comment, but I don't see where she is. I think she might be joining us. So I promised a Valentine card, and I made a Valentine card based on something I saw this week that I don't particularly love, but I said, I'm just going to do it anyway. I'm going to show you because I like the idea of it. I just don't think I would make it for a Valentine card, but I'm going to do it. Just going to do it, show you it, and see what you guys think. So how did you make out through the storm? It was it was predicted to be very bad here in Tennessee, in the southeast corner of Tennessee where I live. But it did not turn out that way at all. What happened is we had cold temperatures. First, they kept bumping it. It was going to be Thursday, then it was going to be Friday, then it was going to be Saturday, and then they said Sunday. We would get rain on Sunday, and then we would have freezing temperatures, like 9 degrees, Sunday night through Monday morning, and then everything would freeze over. But what ended up happening is we did have rain all day Sunday. We had a tremendous amount of rain, which we desperately need. So I'm thankful for the rain. But when the rain blew out, the wind blew in and it really dried up a lot. So when the temperatures dropped, there was not a lot of water, definitely not in the street. So we didn't have any ice. So I woke up this morning with clean, clear streets. And so I'm very thankful because I know other parts of Tennessee didn't have it as easy as we did. So we lucked out and did really good. I'm going to fix this because my camera's crooked. Okay. We lucked out and did really good. And I know Maine, I talked to my sister, you guys got a lot of snow. Karen's daughter lives in Baltimore and they got a ton of snow and ice, a lot of sleet as well. So it was pretty crazy. So who else is on? Thanks, Charlene and Karen. All right. Good to see you guys. I don't know where Anne Marie is. She's commented, but I don't know where she is. So that's my sister, So let's talk about tonight's card. I promised that I was going to do a Valentine card, which I am going to do. I'm using the same paper that I used last week when I made the Valentine treats, which I want you guys to know I made 26 of them. So I don't just walk the walk. I talk the talk. And I made them all for as many people as I could think of that I wanted to bring a Valentine treat to. Let's see, Marcia, frigid Wisconsin. Yes, your poor weather. Schools were off on Friday and no snow. Oh, okay. Well, that wasn't bad. Hey, Cheryl from Texas, welcome. I think that schools were closed today in Maine, and I'm not 100% sure if they're closed tomorrow. Schools were closed here in Tennessee because although we didn't get it, there are still a lot of trees that did from the winds, the branches came down. So there are still a lot of places that they're trying to clear up roads, and they don't have school tomorrow either because of that. So they're still working on getting that cleared up. So you cannot probably see how pretty this paper is on screen. My screen does not show it nearly as pretty as it is. So the colors in this paper, which is called Made with Love, the colors are Bubble Bath, Flirty Flamingo, Poppy Parade, Real Red, and Strawberry Slush. But it doesn't really show those colors on the screen, but it is really, really pretty paper. This is my favorite sheet, especially if you're a scrapbooker. Can you tell you guys how it's gradiated? But that's not the word I'm looking for. I can only think of collage, which is hair. It's, what do you guys call it when it goes from dark to light? Whatever that's called, that's what it is. So it's really pretty paper. So I saw a card this week, kind of when I was online, and I liked it. I thought that was a really, really cool design. And I thought that would be a fun thing to do for my class, for my Valentine's card for my video. So that's what I decided to do. But it didn't come out exactly the way that I wanted. Let me get here, get a little closer, see if I can get it to come in a little clearer. So this is Pretty in Pink. It's an in color. It's a half a sheet of cardstock cut in half and scored. So this is going to be the base. Then what you do is you take a piece of designer series. This is what I love about this card. I love the end product of the card. I just would not make it for a Valentine's card. So that's a disclaimer I'm trying to say. So you can take any designer series paper. I'm taking Valentine. I cut it to be 3 3/4 inches by 5, and then I'm going to layer it on a real red piece of cardstock, which is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I'm going to take my, if I can find it, my glue, and I'm going to glue it on there. And I apologize that I cannot give credit to who I saw this card from, because I didn't see the designer. I just saw the card. But this has been around forever. This is not a new technique or anything like that. So you're going to glue that together. And then I'm going to take my cutter and I'm going to cut it. Now, you do not have to cut point to point. You don't have to cut it that way. You can cut it so it's a little bit cattywampus. It doesn't really matter. I have to tell you this part of the story. My friend Carol, who you guys know I talk about all the time. There you are, Anna. Good to see you. Who's a mathematician. She's super smart. She's super, super smart, but she loves math, and she's not afraid of math. She's not afraid of numbers. She's my hero. And if she was here, she would have helped me figure this out. And probably a much more efficient way to make the card. So I'm making a disclaimer that since I didn't see any directions or any instructions, I literally am making this up as I go. If there's a better way, just put it in the comments, or Carol will send it to me in a card. So I'm just going to cut this like that. So I have 2 pieces, and there's no magic about how you cut it. There's nothing magic about that part of it. Then what you do is you take your card base and you're going to put, let's see, some of the card's going to go here. Let's see, let me do it on this side. That'll be better. Yep, some's going to go here and some is going to go here. Which, do I want it to look like that? Yes, that will work. Okay. I know you're thinking, oh, that's kind of ugly, Trish, but go with me, work with me. Now, I'm going to stamp the Happy Valentine, which comes from Reasons to Celebrate. This is a stamp set that I showed last week as well. It's a really great stamp set, but I'm using it because it has the Happy Valentine's Day, but it's great for many occasions. So this is a keeper. If you don't have this stamp set, you want to get it before it sells out, because this is a good one to keep, because there's so many holidays that you capture in this one stamp set. And that's not often that Stampin' Up! Does that. So I would say jump on that. Okay, I've got my Happy Valentine. I'm inking up real red ink. I'm going to put that right here. And the reason I'm doing this first is because I want to make sure that when I put my paper on, that I have enough space. So then I'm going to do the happy. It's so hard to see when you can't be over it. Then I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to glue the back of these papers all up. And I'm going to, let me see if I'm doing this the way I want to do this. I think I am. I want to go like this. Now you just kind of play with it to however you want it to look. How did I do it before? Let me see. Let me see if I do it this way. And then, yeah, I like it this way better. Okay, so I'm going to do this. As I said, if my friend Kira was here, we wouldn't be having this math challenge. She would have told me how to do it and not have to waste all the paper that you're going to see me wasting. And then I'm going to do that. Now, you see how it's all over the edge? So I'm going to trim that off. Let me close up my red ink before I wear my red ink. And this will explain to you why I say you could use this card for any holiday or any card. It doesn't have to be, it's not a quote unquote Valentine card. It's just that I thought it was so cool. Now, there's got to be a better way than the way that I'm teaching you guys how to do it. But even if there isn't, this is still, if there's a little bit of waste, but not a lot. And it still comes out really cool. Now, if I wasn't on camera, if I was at home, I would use my cutter. But there's so much glare with my cutter that I'm just going to cut this with my hands. Just because there's so much glare with the cutter. And this will work just as well. And then fold it this way and trim this part off. Now, I don't know what it is about this card, you guys, but it really appeals to me. And I think it's a great card to use DSP. And I just think it makes kind of a cool, just makes kind of a cool card. So that's the card. I mean, literally, you guys, that is the card. I know. I don't know what you were expecting tonight. A card that takes 2 seconds. But it is a great way to use DSP. And I could cut a heart and like put a heart on here. I could do that to just give it some dimension if I want to do that, like with a dimensional or something like that. But I don't know. This whole thing just really appeals to me. Now, I just wish I could figure out how to make it without having to cut off the extras, but I don't know of any way to do that. And as I said, my friend Kira will tell me after she watches the video if there is a way. But I just think this is a really fun kind of mosaic type card. It's also a great guy card because if you used DSP that was more feminine, more masculine, then you would get a great guy card out of it. And every single card will be different. So this is the one I did for you guys to see me doing it. But I did this one earlier. Same everything. But I did the Valentine's in black, and I think I actually like it in white. I mean, I can't do my colors tonight. I like it better in red. I think this is a little bit harsh. I think this kind of goes more with the Valentine's card theme. So I did that one. And then I did one more. What I changed on this one was I made the original piece that I cut cut in half. I did 3 3/4 by 5. And on this one, I did 3 by 4 3/4. So it's just a smaller piece. So you get smaller pieces on the card, but you can see every single card is going to end up being different. But I think this is so funny how this like matches perfectly, doesn't it? I mean, it really doesn't, but it looks like it looks all one piece. Actually, this does too, because the paper is so is such a busy pattern. That's kind of the beauty of it. It's such a busy pattern. So I loved it. I just thought it was a really cool layout. I'm going to take these off because I like this one the best. I'm going to come in and zoom so you guys can see it a little bit closer. I will try to get it to focus a little clearer. There we go. Let me look at your comments and see what you're saying. Okay, Anna's reporting in 10 inches of snow, no school, but they'll be back at school tomorrow. There you go. Thanks, Shannon. It is different. And I think that's maybe might be what appealed to me, that it was just something I've never done before, but I really do love the layout of it. I just don't necessarily think that the Valentine one is maybe the best layout, but it's like a perfect Valentine card for a guy if you don't want to have it to be all mushy. So that's kind of cool. And you are right, and there's so many ways to place the DSP. Thanks, you guys, for your kind words. You're always so very generous and really sweet, and I appreciate that. I think that if you had, this year we sold airplane paper DSP. That would be really good for a guy card. So there is lots of uses for it. I don't know. There's something about the design of it that appeals to me greatly. So that's why I wanted to share it with you guys. I just thought it was kind of a cool way to make a card and using a piece of DSP. If you stuck to the 3 3/4 by 5, you would get 6 pieces out of one 12 by 12 DSP. So you'd get quite a few cards if you were trying to make a bulk. They all look different though because of how you cut them. Unless you cut them exactly at the same angle every single time, they'll still look different, but they'll be really cool. So that's that. What else do I have? That's probably it, you guys. We got through the weather, thank God. Thanks, Peg. I think it would make a really good guy card too with some masculine DSP. Yep, I totally agree. There's a new product coming out next month, and one of them is very much geared to a guy card. And I ordered the bundle so I could have some stuff to make guy cards with, and that would be one that would really be good to use for a guy card. That will work out really well. We are just a couple weeks away from Crafts, Chicks, and Chocolate for all of you guys that are coming. I have one more day designated as a prep day. That's February 1st. That's a Sunday. That'll be my last day to prep. And then by then, everything should be done prep-wise, and I should be able to breathe a sigh of relief. I think Karen's in the same situation. She has this week and next week to finish all of our last minute prep. And we are so very excited and cannot wait to share with you guys all the fun things that we came up with for this year for our 4th annual Crafts, Chicks, and Chocolate. I have 10 shoe boxes of things to bring, and then boxes and boxes of other things. So if that helps you, it's a lot of things. I've already given you a sneak peek of my one piece of cardstock, so I can't do that again. I guess I can just encourage you to say that it's going to be a really fun day. You'll hear Karen and I will send out another email before, just as a reminder of the things that you need to bring. But just one thing that I just don't want to forget is if you're going to participate in the used stamp sale that we have, bring your own bag if you would. Bring a cloth bag to put your stamps in that you want to buy, because we probably won't have bags to have you put your stuff in. So that's one thing. Bring your own bag. And then payment for that is going to be, for Karen, you can pay by Venmo, cash, check, or Zelle. And you'll pay Karen for her products. And then for me, I take Venmo, cash, or checks, and you can pay to me for my products. So you'll just have to keep them separate with what's what. That won't be hard. And I think that's all that I can really talk about. Karen, is there anything else that I can talk about? Oh, Karen said to let you guys know, we literally have already started planning next year's, because next year will be our 5th annual Crafts, Tricks, and Chocolate. It is so hard to believe, you guys, that we'll have done this for 5 years, especially since we started off originally with, I think, 11 people. And this year we have 65. And that is a testimony to you guys for all the people that you invited, your friends and family and coworkers and colleagues, and just really helped us advertise it. So we are super grateful and really feel like you guys are very, very much a part of this event, as every minute we've spent planning the last year for it. So we're really, really excited. And Karen said, in trusting us. Yes, trusting us. That you got $100 investment that was really worth it, and you'll get every penny of that back that day. Some people even more, because they'll win bingo. The prizes will help that as well, but you'll get a full $100 worth of a day. I promise. We're very excited about it. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to sign off. There's no Monday Night Football. I don't know if you had a chance to watch this weekend, but the Patriots did win. We are going back to the Super Bowl. It's our 12th trip to the Super Bowl, the most number of teams that have gone to a Super Bowl. I have absolutely no idea what the outcome is going to be. We're going to play the Seattle Seahawks. Of course, we want to win, but they're very, very good. It's going to be a rough day. I don't know if I can take another stressful game, because it was very stressful watching that game yesterday. I flicked between that and golf, because golf has started. It started in January, this year's season. And Scotty Scheffler, who is an amazing golfer, won yesterday. And so I was flicking back forth to catch his winning. So that helped calm my nerves a little bit. So it was really a good sports day for me. But next week will be just golf, and the Farmers Open is next week. And then the week after that is the Super Bowl, and then it'll be golf until the fall. So that's my life, you guys. Yay, yay, and go Pats. That's so true. Thank you, Peg. Yes, we're really hoping and keeping our fingers crossed that they win. It would be so exciting to see them bring in another Super Bowl with a whole new team, a new coach, new players, everything. It would be really exciting. So, all right, that's it, you guys. I love you guys. I'm always grateful that you hang out with me on Monday nights. I'm grateful for you folks that watch the replay. If you haven't subscribed to me, I ask that you please do. It helps me. My goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers in 2026, because that will allow me to do a little bit of editing, which I would love to be able to do before I upload my videos to Facebook. But I'll still be live, and they will not be edited. They will still be me, full of mistakes, but full of passion and love for stamping. So, all right, have a really good week, you guys. Stay safe, stay warm, and I will see you next Monday night. Bye, everybody.